your body, you're not moving. So if you put bad things in your body, even if you're moving a lot, right, the movement helps burn off some of the stuff, right? But unhealthy foods clogs up our body. Now, if you're not moving, right, you learned over today and yesterday about what nutrition does, right? When it's not good for our body, clogs up the energy, clogs up the mind, creates fear, right? Lack focus, all these things. But the thing, so this is, we talked about that. That's not the key thing, because I know you can do it. What I really want you to focus on here is committing to yourself on why it's so important. Not just reasons. You have reasons, but you don't have a reason that's big enough. The reason you have right now is, well, it's because I have to do it. It's just kind of, you know, this, if this happens and this is gonna happen, I'm gonna not have my spot. You really don't care enough. That's why you're not doing it. But you have to find a reason that you care about enough. Right now, the reason you have is not enough. It's not big enough for you. And you see, it's not about if I come up with one, it has to be big enough for you. But you haven't gotten yourself to do it because you haven't connected it to a reason that's big enough. And I would suggest No, you have not. You have not. When you do, you know what, like you get up and go to the restroom and you come back, do that 50 times without stopping. And then when you wake back up, eat healthy food and repeat. You're moving right now. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say it's easy because it is extremely difficult. It's difficult for somebody who's, quote, kind of healthy, right? Not dealing with this condition to still move, right? Because people just they struggle with consistency. So for you, it's a huge mountain. But this is your path right now. This is not by accident that this is happening. There's no accidents here. This is supposed to happen to you right now. But now the choice is up to you on what do you want to do now that this is happening? Because this is supposed to have happened. But now what are you going to do? You can either look for reasons on why it's hard, on why you can't do it, right? Remember how I talked about looking for things. I looked for things. I looked for those deal breakers and I always found it. Or you can start looking for ways of how you can do it. And it's a big mountain. It really is. And now I can tell you the easy route, which is telling you to go to a doctor and do all this stuff. I already know what they're going to tell you. So man, I'm not even going to tell you to do that. Here's something that you can do that's less physical. Practice breathing. You know, the breath exercise that we did, which is really simple, right? We just breathe in and out of our mouth. What I want you to do, I want you to set a timer on your phone, right? Set it for 5 minutes, and I want you just to breathe during that 5 minutes. Just breathe, 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 breathe. And then at the end of the 5 minutes, do the exhale hold, which is you breathe out all of your air and then you just hold your breath. And you can do this in bed as well, by the way, right? And just relax. Because those emotions, right? Yasmina was asking about this yesterday about, you know, I have these emotions and then now it's tension. And then that tension is very, very draining. But doctors in the medical industry like to go ahead and slap a lot of labels on things so everything looks very different. Because if they didn't slap the labels, we can connect the dots. Oh, you have tension and you have so much tension that your energy is low. But you have some tension, so you only have kind of low energy. Your tension is so high, you have no energy. So you start to kind of connect the dots. But when we start to slap labels and all these things, it becomes, oh, they don't connect, as if they're different.